My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube station. I just want you to know there's a bunch of people that call me and they're really on the run from IRS. I got to adjust my camera. That's my pet alligator I keep in the room. A lot of people just ignore IRS and they keep moving and they don't think IRS is going to contact them. And, it takes time for IRS to contact you. Many people move and all that. And believe it or not, I do get phone calls. I'm very careful what I tell people. Being a former agent, I know really a lot about the agency and their policies and what they do and what their back office strategies are. But for those of you who are on the run with Internal Revenue Service, at some point, IRS will catch up with you. They just do. The problem a lot of people just deal with in cash and say, "Oh, don't worry," but it just takes one person to report you. If you have a social security number, you are on IRS radar screen, just so you know. If you have a social, usually you have a social security number because your mama and daddy went ahead and got one. So IRS knows every social security number. They know when that social security number was put on file, and there's a federal system and a state system that they just get information back and forth from. So I just want you to know, many people are afraid to file tax returns. They don't know what they owe. They may owe a debt, but I just want you to know IRS knows about you. They may not know where you are today, but IRS will find you, especially with everything going on with AI. So at some point, you have to come clean at some point in time. And when you do, if you haven't filed, you only have to file the last 6 years. Just so you know, you may say, "Oh my, 6 years, I don't have any records." Well, you can reconstruct your tax returns. If you owe money, the statute of limitations is 10 years. So I just try to answer those questions. So remember, at some time, this is going to come to the forefront. So if this is you and you're on the run, you don't know what to do, you can at least give me a call. I'll at least give you some instruction or information as to what's best. But I will tell you, no matter what, to file the 6 years tax returns, and then IRS will leave you alone. You may never have filed in your life. I have had a guy yesterday, he called me. He hadn't filed a tax return for 48 years. And he called me and says, "What do I do? Am I going to jail?" And I says, "No, you only have to file the last 6 years." The guy was stunned. He says, "You mean they forgive all that debt?" Why? Why do they do that? Very simple. They know you don't have records. They don't want to put an overburden on you, but they want you back in the system. Generally, when I get cases of people who haven't filed, IRS generally puts them in uncollectible, or they settle their case to the offer most of the time. Anyway, if you need me, you know where to get me. Give me a subscription. I always tell you the things that you need. Thank you so very much. I appreciate your time today. That's Sammy and the Gator now. Unbelievable.